And now we are here. I finished up most of my work and I need to do my other work, my self-imposed work. I have started a new kind of strategy when it comes to my content. So I have the one YouTube, which you are currently watching, and then I have Patreon, which will be linked in the description if you have interest in extra bonus content. I have to make a video for that. I have to make the video that I'm making right now. But then I also have too many short form channels. All of the red is videos that I have not made yet. The green circles are videos that I have made and are ready to post, and the green check marks are ones that I've already posted. As you can see, I have tomorrow's videos ready. I have to make this Patreon video, which is actually late because the last couple months I have just been so unmotivated. It's absurd. Like, low-key, potentially a little depressed. I don't know why, but I've been feeling a lot better and I've been a lot more productive. Like this last week, I've been, every time I'm not actively working my job, I'm in here making content. But I'm also trying to get back to writing because I have not written in so long. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you will know that Project Eros is my contemporary romance novel. I poured my heart and soul into that novel because it's really close to home as somebody who's like been struggling with my sexuality and stuff and still doesn't really know what it is or how it works. I just poured all of those feelings into that novel. But because it means so much to me, I overthink it to an absurd degree and I don't know how to write it anymore. And I worked on it for like 2 years and then I was rewriting the same like 2 pages over and over and over and over again like I like to do. So I stopped and I took a break because I was just burning myself out. And I haven't wanted to work on it. But the last couple days I've kind of been thinking about it and I've started watching like writing vlogs again and I've just been feeling the writing juices flowing a little bit. I think that whatever weird headspace I was in that stopped me from making content and like kind of got me all like weird, and I basically just worked and then I distracted myself all weekend and then I worked again, and it was like that for like a couple months and it was just weird. I don't really know what was going on. Now I've like the creative juices are back and they are flowing and I kind of want to work on Project Eros again, but I want to try something new. I get bored really easily of things. It's why I have 3 different TikToks or whatever. It's because when I was just making writing tips content, I got sick of it and then I just made no content. And I discovered that by having my writing content channel, my cosplay content channel, my Formula 1 content channel, my vlog channel, my this channel, it keeps me like engaged because there's so many different things going on. And so I've been thinking, why don't I do that with writing? Also, my doggy's in the corner. Look at her, isn't she so cute? Anyway, what I've decided to try and do, and what I'm going to be vlogging the process of and kind of seeing if it works, is having multiple projects with different distinct vibes, so that depending on what I want to be working on, like what I'm feeling in the moment, I can have a different project. I'm hoping that by bouncing between them, I will help to negate writer's block, which is something I really struggle with. When I was writing Project Eros, I would only let myself write Project Eros, and then whenever I got excited about another idea, I'd just be like, nope, that's for later. Maybe that's not my method. Maybe I should be writing like 5 novels at a time, and then they'll get finished as they get finished. I have to stop viewing the end goal as the end goal. The journey is the goal. I'm gonna have 4 projects. Serious comic, lighthearted comic. I call one of these the lighthearted comic, but like it's actually so dark. Lighthearted novel and serious novel. And I'm gonna try and bounce between them based on my mood and what I want to be working on and see if that helps. That's the update, but before I can do that, I gotta make some content. So these are done, this is done, that's alive. Then I have to just start working on next week, because some days are looking pretty okay and other days are looking pretty much undone, and then the following, like there's nothing done here. So yeah, that is the plan. Just make a bunch of content, be super productive forever and always, and never stop to breathe or rest or anything. Just be productive 24/7. Hello. So it is now Saturday, which means the weekend, aka content creation time, has begun, which is funny because it's like all week I'm making content, and then on the weekend I make content, and then the week starts again, I make more content. We don't, no. It's fine. Thinking this will be kind of like a weekend in my life, writing, content creation type of deal. Maybe talk you through a little bit of what the like core projects I'm going to be using for this new era of writing that I'm attempting. And then I also have to make some shorts and things like that, because you always need more short form content. They require you to post like every day. First up, I need to do my Patreon video, because that has to be my priority. Over there, I'm going to be doing a video that was decided by the members of the Patreon, aka singular member. Shout out to you. And that is actual behind the scenes and like lore of one of my projects. And I decided to talk about Project Punk because there's a lot of stuff that I haven't shared from that. And if you're new here, Project Punk is the first project, like the project that I started this channel off of. It is a cyberpunk comic that I have not finished yet. I got pretty far into writing it, but then the cost of having it illustrated was too much for me at the time. So now I'm kind of I put it on the back burner, and I'm gonna get back to it and eventually finish writing it. But I did get some illustrations done, and I never shared those on any of my platforms, so I'm gonna share those over on Patreon. Okay, so I filmed the video and then I went live on Twitch for about an hour, and now I'm prepping tomorrow's short form video, which is over on my F1 account. Okay, so did I end up writing yesterday? No. Do I have time to write now? No, because my friend is coming over literally right this instant, and I'm gonna try and get changed into something a little bit more presentable. Will I write later? Who can say? Who can really say? All I know is that I spent 3 hours or more watching TikTok this morning, and it was bad, and it was really bad. Slight change of plans. My friend is not here yet, and it is like 4:30. If I'm gonna write now, which means I should just do it. So I decided that one of the projects that I have that is kind of easier to just like hop in and out of, I'm calling it Project Watcher, which is a collaboration with my sister. It's less a comic and more a graphic novel. Project Watcher is about a detective detective in a small town discovers a dead body in the woods, as you sometimes do. And while everybody around her thinks that it's just, like a bear or something like that did it, she is convinced that it was something supernatural in nature. And she would be correct. It was born from my sister talking about wanting to draw creepy eyeballs in the sky. And I was like, can I write it for you? And now we're doing that. We're very similar. We think alike. We're kind of like, how people are always like, twins can read one another's minds. It's like, well, I can't prove or disprove that theory, but we sure can. So if she tells me it's kind of this vibe, I'm like, yes, I fully understand what you mean. So I have the opening couple scenes in which they find the body. The next scene I'm going to write has to be whatever happens after Bev leaves. And I don't know what that should be exactly. I have a few ideas. I know what the next scene should be. Never mind. I was about to talk about a few ideas. Totally new scene. I love that sometimes I'll be sitting there and something that I haven't been able to figure out will just click into my brain and suddenly I know exactly what it should be.
What is it?
So initially, how I was saying, like, Bev needs to then go do something like either continue investigating or go back and, like, be looking at the pictures of the crime scene, or maybe she could go talk to the family or, like, something.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that, and I didn't really know where to go because I don't want the next shot to just be Bev someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
So far, we've started with Bev being someplace, then we cut to Bev being someplace else. Then if we cut to Bev being someplace else, that's going to feel annoying. So I want the opening, even if Bev is in the scene, I want it to be opening with something else. So I'm like, what if we cut to the family of the girl they found? And they're kind of just living their normal life. And that would really establish, like, it's sad when you see someone reacting.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just living their life. They get a knock on the door, they open it, and Bev and Martin are standing outside to tell them. That should be the next scene. Because that allows Bev to continue looking into, like, this girl's life. So I can write in the investigating element. It gives me a chance to establish that Martin is kind of, like, tight with the people of the town and knows these people from the church. And that Bev doesn't, because I need to establish that early on, he's like connected to these people and that Bev is kind of like disconnected from the town. Mm-hmm. And then it also gives me an opportunity to really hammer home that this is a person who died. 3 birds, 1 scene. All right, my friend is here. I'm going to go let her in. I guess I'll be writing this scene later, but at least I know what it's going to be. Let's all ignore that it is legitimately 2 days after I filmed the last clip and just pretend that I'm going to be starting this chapter right now as if that wasn't the case. I wanted to write this because I actually wanted to write at some point in this vlog. This vlog was kind of about like a bit of like a few days in my life working up to writing, and then tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So I want to start a new Christmassy vlog, which hopefully has more writing in it than this writing vlog. First, I thought I would actually write the scene that this all has been building to me putting onto the page. Let's write something really sad.